Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TG podcast. I'm your host, Fun, along with my co-host, Demise.
Hello.
Go. Our guest for today is Lousy. It's Mousy.
Yo. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing alright. How are you?
I'm doing not bad.
That's good.
What are you wearing?
A hoodie and sweatpants. Just regular home attire, you know?
Homo attire?
Yeah,
Home attire.
Home attire. Yeah, not homo attire. She.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but
So true.
So we've got some questions for you, I think.
Of course.
Okay, so we've got most of these questions revolve around you buying people capes. What's the story behind that?
So when I started playing a while ago, I mean it wasn't so frequent like when I first started, but I started buying people a lot of roles just because one, I thought it was funny, and two, I just didn't care. And I just spent a lot of money. And yeah, then people started realizing that I was buying a lot of roles, so I started getting a lot of people asking me for roles. Like I bought a ton of people tier 4 and tier 3. I never really bought tier 1 or tier 2.
Yeah, they're a waste of money.
Yeah, I prefer to give people /EC, you know.
Yeah, that's really what the tiers are really for.
For sure.
I actually think you got me, like, upgraded me from tier 3 to tier 4.
I did.
Yeah, he did the same thing for me too.
I mean, I just.
But you did it so you could get a spot on the Spirit City Council. Except you bought it for me before I saw the message that you wanted to do it.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you.
I really had
until after I bought it.
There's nothing binding me to it, so I was just like, thanks for the T4. I'm not gonna give you counsel.
I was sat there for weeks. I was like, I got scammed, man. And then I realized
you didn't get scammed. I didn't agree to anything.
But it was so funny because I just kept saying like, I got scammed. I bought up tier 4 and I didn't get anything out of it.
But you know how I found out?
How?
I got a message in game from Vermox congratulating me, and like I didn't even see the message in chat because I was just like, this was during the Capway event.
Yeah.
So I was just like off doing my own thing, getting resources and stuff. So I wasn't really paying attention to chat. So like if I was, I probably would have seen the message.
You just look at
and people going like tab. Ooh or something.
Yeah, you're just like,
yeah, I didn't even press tab.
You were like, why am I tier 4? What?
Yeah. I think in my mind I was trying to. I thought like they charged my card twice for T4 or something. Because like I had no clue where it came from.
You were like, they take money. Oh, that would be so funny if that happened. Like, Music's just like, I need a little bit of extra cash. I'm gonna pick a random person. Oh, here's fun for the whole fam. Let me just grab his credit card information. Yeah, $15, you know.
He'd have to go pretty far back in the, I guess, the transaction history for it.
Yeah, he just goes down the list.
Yeah, he'd have to go back to July.
Jeez.
Speaking of which, when did you join TG?
I used to know the exact date. I think it was like September 5th or 15th. One of the two. A little while ago now.
Yeah. Demise, when did you join?
I joined May 3rd or 5th, one of the two. Early May of last year.
That was about a month for me then. So you just recently hit the 1 year mark.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Usually people would like say shit in the Discords. Like, I honestly had no idea I've wasted a year of my life on TG until you just reminded me.
Well,
That's
congratulations. Let's round of applause.
enjoy that depressing
It's
information.
well, I get to celebrate that in a few weeks. My 1 year is on June 6th, I think.
Crazy,
Damn.
because I still think of myself as a relatively new player.
Yeah, so do I. And like even with like I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but like my TGN background, I s- even though I was a rando on TGN, but yeah, it's been a while. Spirit City has been around since Reset. Um, Ghost Town's been around since late July. So
Imagine having your own town that hasn't failed.
I
what do you
can't, like,
mean?
I've
What do you
had,
mean hasn't failed?
dude, I've tried to start like 2 towns, and both of
Ye-
them have failed. Well, one I just didn't finish.
the first time I talked to Lousy in a VC, he was talking about a town he was making, so I was like, cool. A few weeks later, I join again. He's like, I'm asking about the project. He's like, no, I scrapped that. I'm working on a new project. Cool. A few weeks later, he jumps from project to project. So
That is what
Sadly, he
happens.
can't finish any of the. Sadly, he can't finish any of the projects because he gets banned.
Yeah, I've been banned like twice. I think Imperium was cursed, because I've been banned twice since I started that. It's insane.
When was Imperium uh in the process of becoming a thing?
It was March 2nd, actually. It was my birthday. Somebody was talking about a hole, and I was like, what if I just make a 512 by 512 hole? And then I just was like, you know what, whatever, and I started working on it.
How's that going with it?
Well,
How's that
all
going?
so far all the grass is gone, and so are all the
Okay.
trees. All the water's gone, but there's still a bunch of stone. I think I'm gonna take it down to Y40, and then we're just gonna cover it in like white, red, and gray concrete, and then just, I don't know, figure out what to do with the other 39 layers underneath it.
Is well, what's your plan for it? Like, what's it supposed to be?
A bunch of farms and just whatever. I don't know. Just a bunch of stuff. Like a mega
Mm.
base, but horribly planned. How about that? We'll go with that. Yeah.
Um, I have another question from Tit.
Oh no.
His question is wanna sex.
I do. I really do. Yes, please.
with Tit, specifically Tit or anyone.
Specifically
Um,
Tit.
no, just hit. Um, that changes up a little. That changes things a little bit.
Well,
I'm gonna still have to go with yes.
out of anyone on TG, who would you be most willing to sex?
Oh, oh no! You put me in the limelight. You know, you've seen me.
I
Oh
know you
man,
have a list somewhere.
I do have a list. Um, oh god, this is.
Top 10 people I would sex on TG.
I mean, there's so many people in this VC that I would do it. Oh, can I just say all of
Uh,
them at the
make
same time?
make a top three. What's your
Top
top
three.
three?
Top three. Dank. Um, Tit.
Tit's not
And
in this VC, but sure.
oh, top three in the VC. Okay. You Dank. Dank goes number one, of course. You go second,
Okay.
and Das
Okay.
goes third. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Out of
pretty
the
respect.
mod team.
Ooh, mod team. Ethan first, right? And then Mario,
hmm
and then
I, f I
and
feel like
then
Ethan would take care of me. take care of you. Sorry. Sorry, I inserted myself
Sounds like
into.
someone else. Sounds like someone else has been thinking about this.
No, 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 no. It just came up now.
Yeah, Ethan,
Trust me.
Mario, and then probably Muzak there, just because I play Minecraft more than I do anything else on TG.
Hmm.
I've joined the
Who plays
Terraria
TG
server.
for anything else?
I played the Terraria server once.
How was it?
It was not fun. It was just a bunch of people who were trying to rush the bosses, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing here.
That's sort of classic TG, rushing
You
the bosses at the very start.
Oh yeah, that's
Like I
what
think,
everybody does.
yeah, in at the start of 1.16, the Ender Dragon was gone within like the first, I think, 3 hours or
for
something.
Yeah,
40 minutes.
4 hours?
It was Ethan and
40
Joe.
minutes.
They were the ones who got the Degg
43
first, I
minutes.
think.
Yeah. Well, I
It
mean, the
was,
mod's heavily abused. You get it, but yeah.
Yeah, Mario ended up taking it out of somebody's chest. Stupid.
and now it's just in a hole somewhere.
Oh no, it's not even in the hole anymore because it's gone now.
Where Mario take it back.
Yeah.
There's a heist that no one really cared about.
Oh no, I was there the day it happened. Me, Voodoo, and a few other people were just in the hole, and somehow Voodoo managed to get the Degg, and then it broke, and Voodoo was like, "Oh God, I broke the Degg. Mario's gonna ban me." And we were all looking at him, and Mario was like, "LMAO, losers! I have it in my chest." And then, and then, oh wait, were you there, VTD? He was there. And then he let us all hold the Degg. I got the achievement for holding it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, not
I
many
hope you.
people got the chance to get the achievement.
I hope
Yeah.
you haven't washed your hands since then.
I definitely haven't. They smell like old
I
rotten
had that.
onions, but still haven't washed them.
I did that once. I don't think I washed my hands for maybe 3 days after I met Tobuscus.
Oh no.
Like I think 3 years ago now. My friends were at a convention and and just so happened Tobuscus was there. Like he had his own panel or something.
Cool.
And there is nobody in line to meet him. It's like it's 2018. Nobody cares or knows who Tobuscus is. But
Who the fuck?
my friends and I were like almost like fangirling a little bit. I don't know. With like we aren't like Tobuscus fans, but like the fact that he's like standing right in front of us and we can go talk to him.
Oh yeah.
We obviously did go do it. Shook his hand. Talked about the Emoji Movie for some reason.
I'm trying to understand, but I really have no idea who the fuck Tobuscus is.
Tobuscus is that
Bro,
guy who made
Nugget
the
in a
safety
biscuit.
Nugget in a biscuit, and he made the safety torch video.
He was really big like 10 years ago on YouTube.
How do you not know the
Oh,
safety
yeah.
torch video, dude? Oh my god, you gotta watch
I
Safety
might know
Torch.
the video, but I don't know the creator.
He got like canceled for something, didn't he?
Everyone
Yeah, he-
gets cancelled.
Well, he got into like some controversy like 5 years ago or something. Probably, I think it was some sort of like abuse thing with his girlfriend or something. We'll not get into that, but I have a question for you.
Oh.
This isn't anything that anyone has brought up, but are you a sink pisser?
Oh god. You really put me
Would
on
you
the
rather-
spot with some of these questions, man.
It's a simple yes or no.
Well, what happens if I tell the truth? Because I don't know what's the correct answer here.
The correct answer is whichever one's true. The truthful answer is the correct answer.
I can confidently say with 100% of my trustworthiness on the line that I've never pissed in the sink.
Are you sure?
I am very
Okay.
sure.
Okay, anyone in this VC right now, just like type 1 in chat if you've pissed in the sink.
I gotta see how many people have pissed in the sink.
This is
VTD
nobody.
VTD has pissed in the sink before.
Once. I
Legendary.
mean, you just gotta live sometimes. It's
Just
freedom.
I don't. So many people. Why has Sigma? You've done it.
Another question: is it better to piss in the sink or sink in the piss?
It's better to piss in the sink for sure.
Yeah, piss in the sink.
Okay.
Never.
How about
ever.
have you ever tried waffle stomping?
I don't
Fuck's
ever
sake.
want to try it. No, I don't think I'm going to. I don't want to do it, and I've never done it before. Waffle stomping is just not something I
I
want
forgot
to
what waffle
happen.
stomping is.
You don't
I
want to
forgot
know.
what it is, but I remember it being pretty awful.
Tell them.
Oh, VTD says it's like putting a finger in the butt. You gotta try it sometime. So
Wow.
comparing those two things are like apples and oranges, but whatever floats your boat.
I don't think it's apples and oranges. I think it's much worse than that.
That is true.
Like apples to Hiroshima. I think.
Yeah, those are two different things.
Yeah.
So from my understanding, this is your second appearance on TG podcast, or am I mistaken?
No, I think I've been here 3 times, maybe.
3 times. Are they like
first?
I'm a pretty regular guy around here. I'm here a lot actually.
I've got to be honest, I have not kept up with any of the podcast lore. I've listened to all the podcasts up until mine.
Wait, there's a lore? I didn't know there was a lore.
Well, it's just sort of like
there isn't really a lore.
Oh.
There's not much of a lore. I just sort of meant like the timeline, the sequence of events, the history.
Oh,
The first appearance I think was with me and Submadoge on the Murgas.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that
one with the communist societies.
No, wasn't the first
No,
podcast?
up until then, VTD was the only host and no one else joined.
Yeah,
So
I was the.
wouldn't have-
Oh wait, this might be my second appearance. Yeah, this is my second appearance.
I'm fairly certain it's the second.
Because it was only
I was
VTD. Then we switched it up for having 3 hosts. Well, it was actually just 2, and then me and Bubby just sort of showed up.
Were they ever released? Was it ever released?
Yeah, it was. It's
on the channel.
I listened to part of the Rando cast, but
Dude,
I got maybe like 30 seconds in.
Murdoch and the Communist Cicadas was probably one of my favorites. I still enjoy that one.
Yeah, that went on for a while, like nearly 2 hours, and we still like forcefully shut it down.
Yeah, we still wanted to keep
it's
going.
Not that we ran out of. Yeah, we didn't run out of things. It's just like a couple of us had to leave. So yeah.
Yeah, we were like, bro, we've been going for 3 hours. It's like, jeez. It was fun though. It was funny. I still laugh at some of the stuff we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm out of questions. There weren't very many that were submitted. So if anyone listening has
go to hashtag
One
questions
thing
for
that's-
cast.
Yeah.
questions for cast.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get a girl? How can you recommend the people of TG get a girlfriend?
All right. Okay, here's what you do. You walk up to a girl and you say, did you fall from heaven? Because you look like an angel. Works every single time. 100% proven effective strategy.
Can it work for any girl?
Any girl.
Does it have to be a girl?
Does it have to be a girl?
As long as she's not like atheist, then sure.
Well, okay.
Every religion has their own form of heaven.
Does it have to be a girl? But does it work if it's like a guy that you think might be a girl, but you're not sure?
Oh,
so you try it anyways?
Yeah. Are you a somewhat masculine angel because you fell heaven?
You fell from heaven. Sorry, go on. Nice. No.
No, I I wasn't saying anything.
Oh. Um. Are are you a nuggets or a tender guy? Tendies.
Tendies? Oh, nuggets for sure. Nah, tendies. Oh yeah, tendies. Funny story actually. One time I was driving home with my grandparents. I was really, really young. I was so young actually. I was a little baby boy. We were coming home from Disney World, and I got some like chicken nuggets from McDonald's on the way home from Disney World. We were in the back of their like van or whatever. I just threw up all over the floor, and I haven't eaten chicken nuggets since.
So are you still nuggets or team tenders then after
Um,
that whole ordeal?
oh, I'm team tenders for all the way.
Tenders?
Tenders, man. Every time
Are
I
are
go
you like one
to,
of those people that
oh,
like
go
one of
ahead.
those people that like you go to like a restaurant and like, you look at the menu and there's like tons of different things and you just settle for tenders?
Yeah, I went to a Mexican restaurant and I ordered hot wings.
That's
I looked at the menu for like 5 minutes, and then I looked at the top and I just saw hot wings, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat that.
Mm.
It was so funny
Well,
that
I cr-
there was a ethnic
you
group next to me, and they looked at me when I said I would like some hot wings, and they just looked over like, what?
crucify me all you want, but I've never really been a huge fan of like chicken nuggets. Like if I wanted fried chicken, I'd eat fried chicken. But so like unless there was no other choice, or I was in an airport and there was McDonald's or something, I'd never choose fried like chicken nuggets.
I honestly it entirely depends on what I want. Like usually my go-to is like a quarter pounder, but sometimes if I'm not feeling it, I just get a little six-piece nuggets with the fries and drink. But where is there like where's like the best tenders you've ever gotten from?
Best tenders I've ever gotten.
Hmm.
Um, I I would say there were these tenders that you could get from the kids meal at like this, ironically, another Mexican food place. They were on the kids meal, and I ate them, and they were so good. I dipped them in the salsa.
I never thought about salsa and tenders.
Salsa and tenders actually
That
kind of
sounds like a
slaps.
strange combination.
It's
Yeah.
Salsa
a
could be
strange
with
kind of
like
combination that somehow tastes good type of combination, you know?
To me, it sounds like it would taste like just like regular tenders with like some spice on it, except it's wet now because like the salsa
Regular tenders, but kind of sort of wet.
wet.
like I
Like
can't
you
call it bad because I've never tried it, but that really doesn't sound good.
I
it,
don't know. I liked
like
it,
if
man.
you like if you took like if you got like takeout tenders or something and it's been like in like a box for a little bit
Oh no,
um
that wouldn't be good.
and so like it's like the steam from the tenders sort of uh is the condensation or whatever. No,
Yeah,
it's not
Yeah, when it
condensation.
gets
condensation.
a little bit
Yeah,
soggy, it's way better than when it's fresh and crispy. Like there's
really.
just something about it. When it's
I don't
Oh
just a
no,
okay.
little bit
I
soggy.
like the crunch, you know?
I don't
There,
like crispiness.
it needs to
What?
be somewhere in the middle. You don't want it to be soggy where it's like been
Yeah.
sitting there for a day. But I also don't like it when it's so crispy that it's actually a bit annoying to eat. It's in
Yeah.
the middle where it's like a bit soft, but there's still a crunch to it. It's hard to explain without eating it in real life.
No,
It's kind of like when
I get
when you have
exactly
it
what you're
delivered.
talking about.
Mhm.
Kind of like eating a pizza crust, but like half of the crust, you eat like half of the crust, and you keep a little bit of the pizza on the side, and you eat it from the side, so you get like the pizza taste and the crust.
Hmm.
I actually eat all of the pizza off and then eat the crust by itself.
Oh no, man, you're doing it wrong.
No, because like some places they come with like some kind of dipping sauce, like garlic or something. So you just dip it in the garlic sauce and you eat it.
Yeah. Well, the garlic
I don't
sauce is
know.
also really good with the bread too.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is, but every single time I've gotten pizza from like Pizza 73,
What
um,
the fuck is Pizza 73?
It's some
is
Canadian
it is it
thing.
is it just in Canada?
I think it is just in Canada. I've
Ah,
never
It
had
is.
a.
I have never heard of that.
Me
oh,
neither. That's definitely
I
a
was hoping that
Canadian
was
thing.
I was hoping it was a cross-border thing. Um, but so I guess it's a Canadian thing. Oh, Das called me a Canada ape.
Canada.
Well, anyways,
We should probably stop talking about food. We're gonna make everybody here hungry. We're gonna have to start paying for their dinners.
no, but like the crust from there, it's like always stale. I don't know what it is. It's like like the pizza is almost like the same, almost the same quality as like Little Caesars, where it's like it's
Ugh.
it's almost like cardboard, you know?
I
Yeah.
hate Little
It's
Caesars, dude.
I don't know.
They in my old school, they used to sometimes, like once a week, they'd bring Little Caesars to sell in the cafeteria, and it was always stale as shit. But it was like it's pizza, you know, in school, so like
Yeah.
it could be like shit, like physical shit, and everyone would still love it.
I have a couple of questions
I
that people have asked me in the chat. VTD asks, "Would you date a trans?" Nah. Well, actually, maybe I would. And Mitchell Puff asks, "Lousy or Mousy?" And I'd say probably Lousy. Would I date you, VTD? Yes, for sure.
Of course, who
in
wouldn't?
in a heartbeat. Okay, we can
Uh,
continue talking about pizza now if you want.
oh, fuck. What were we talking about? What did we just finish on?
We were talking about Little Caesars pizza.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
When I was in elementary school, when we were in elementary school, my like once a month, my school would bring in for like every kid in the school would get their own like slice of Little Caesars, but like it was like a massive slice, maybe like a quarter of like a medium-sized pizza, and obviously like it was always stale as hell. Um, and I remember it'd be in the box for so long that like the cheese would like melt off the sides and then like solidify. So like after you're
Yeah, I did.
yeah, after
but,
we're
like,
done
stuck
like
to the
after we were
cardboard.
yeah, so like after we were done eating that, like I would like scrape off the cheese from the cardboard and eat the cardboard covered cheese.
Yeah, there's just that's so strange.
I don't know. I don't know why, but Little Caesars back then just hit different. Like
Yeah.
if I try to have it now, I'm repulsed by it.
I once ate Little Caesars like at a friend's house. It was some kind of birthday party or something. They ordered it fresh, and I shit you not, it still tasted stale. Like I didn't know how
Yeah.
to do it. If they
Yeah.
inject stale into the pizza.
I don't know,
mean,
man. Little Caesars
Just because it's fresh
sucks.
doesn't mean yeah. Like that like their whole thing about like hot and ready, like it's like a $5 pizza, like hot and ready. You
Hot and
basically
ready.
get what you're hot. Is that what they call you?
Yeah, they call me hot and ready.
$5, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm hot and ready for $5. That's my nickname in the streets and in the sheets.
What's and then the
Oh.
sheets.
Never changes.
Favorite artists.
What is my favorite?
Yeah, what's your yeah.
My favorite
like-
artist. Well, right now I've been listening. My favorite artist all the time. I've listened to him so much. Is Kendrick Lamar. Probably love Kendrick Lamar. Not Ed Sheeran.
Okay, Nick brought up a good question. Nick goes, are you Little Caesars because you're hot and I'm ready? That's like coming back to like how to get a girlfriend. I think you gotta use that pickup
And he
line.
goes, "Take me to the
Whoa,
bedroom
whoa,
right
hold
now."
on.
Okay, let's Just skip that.
let's let's
I want to be railed by Kendrick Lamar.
Jungkook from BTS.
Jungkook from BTS, I suppose.
Jungkook.
Jungkook.
I guess
Okay,
we might have to add censors.
Lousy, we have a question from Mitchell Pup. Could you give us, please, in great detail, a step-by-step tutorial on how to walk?
What?
Step-by-step tutorial on how to walk.
Yep.
Question: how to walk?
I'm guessing Mitchell's a paraplegic.
Okay, so here's how you walk. All right, brain. It's all in the brain. All right, mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? So you take a right step and a left step, and if you don't know what direction is what, put out your fingers and put them into an L shape. Whichever one correctly looks like an L is the left side, and whichever one is an inverted L is the right side. And then you hold them out and then push your leg. So push your left arm out and then push your left leg out, and then push your right hand out and push your right leg out, and just keep doing that until you get down the street. And then
Okay, you said
oh, go ahead.
you said that this was mind over matter. Does
Yes.
this also apply to like amputees, people who don't have legs?
Ah, shit. No comment. I plead the fifth. Lousy.
on
How
the
do you
topic
make
of, like-
kids? You don't. Kids are horrible. Don't make them.
Don't make kids, please don't. I live down the street from an elementary school and I hate it most of the time. The entire time.
Oh my god, Nico. What is a? You know what? Not even gonna answer that. Just gonna ignore you. How
do you not make kids play TG?
Yes.
I'm fairly certain if anyone's listening to a podcast about the r/teenagers Minecraft server, they don't have to worry about preventing kids.
The best form of birth control is playing on TG.
How big is your ass? About the size of your mom, so pretty large. Ooh.
Ouch.
Ouch. See, please teach us about female anatomy.
I don't think he knows enough about this topic.
Guys, this is really getting concerning. Please?
Okay. Time to move back to the actual questions that were asked.
Oh god,
Well,
thank you.
I just want to input.
No.
No, this isn't about the whatever we were just talking about, but the differentiating between right and left.
Yeah.
This. Dash just wants to input in my mom, so
He wants to input in your mom.
thank you. Anyways, this is like the most Canadian thing ever, but the way I differentiate between right and left is whichever way I hold a hockey stick.
Really?
Because you're
Yeah.
I
Canadian.
just sort of think.
I hold it left-handed,
Oh, God.
even though I'm right-handed. Apparently, it's a common thing. He teaches slurs.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Lousy,
Continue.
what's your favorite slur?
My favorite slur? Oh no. See, I can make people mad in two different ways. One, if I don't pick the good one, then they're gonna get mad at me. Don't say it. Don't.
Yeah, don't say it. Let's stop.
I'm not gonna say it. Of course not.
We're getting a little
He's not.
too out of hand.
Okay.
Is midget considered a slur?
I wouldn't.
It's not a slur, but it's definitely not a term that I guess should be used.
Yeah,
like some people
don't call
take offense to it, but it's not like that.
Don't call people midgets. Call
Yeah.
them small people.
Speaking of midgets, what's your best kind of porn featuring midgets?
Jeez.
Okay. I'm gonna cut you off.
Let's skip over that one. What country is Niamey the capital of? I don't know.
Oh,
This
man.
is starting to get more into an interrogation than a podcast.
What
Where
is
were you on
happening?
the?
Am I helping
where
you with
were
your?
you?
Am I helping you with your geography homework now?
Where were you last night?
Where was I? At your house, of course. Where are the
And your
bodies
mom.
buried?
Where are the bodies? Don't answer that question.
Not answering that question
Let's,
either.
yeah, no. Okay.
Don't answer
Maybe
that
we
question.
should. Maybe we should start asking the questions in the hashtag questions to cast channel. Yeah,
Okay,
the hashtag
okay,
questions for cast
what do you
channel.
Okay.
What do you mainly spend your time on in the server? Going back to, what the podcast is about.
I spend most of my time digging holes and yelling at people and
And I spend time
gambling.
filling the holes.
I do spend time filling the hole.
For while you weren't able to do much because you were banned. Like, why did you decide to get yourself banned?
Oh, I'm still banned. I don't.
Didn't
Did you
answer
do
his
it on
question.
purpose?
Okay, so first time I got banned was because the first time I used free cam and then Vermox yelled at Dask yelled at Cheese until I got banned, which kind of made me mad, but that was okay. And then the second time I used a hack client, and that was because I wanted to quit. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And the best way to do that is to get banned.
yeah.
I tried to get banned for like a week, just so.
I once put up a poll in Soup General asking if I should get myself a permaban. If people voted yes, I would have actually done it, but most people voted no.
I have decided not to have my fate decided by people in Discord servers.
What's a good hack client? Sigma, use worst. It's the easiest one.
Foli client.
Foli client, yeah.
That's more of a Trojan horse, though. Not much of a hack client.
Meh. Trojan horse, Smorgan horse, it's the same thing.
I downloaded Foli client on my computer, and now I can't change my desktop background from a picture of Mario.
My desktop
Actually,
background's been a picture of a naked grandma for the last 3 weeks.
Why?
Never.
Why not?
Use the Foley client. Is it just like a single mod with a bunch of them compiled together, or is it an actual client?
It's a mod pack. I'm
It's
pretty
such
sure.
a real client, dude. It has fly hacking and stuff like that. It has free cam in it. Has all the good stuff.
So really, Blazing just put a bunch of stuff that could get you banned.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It was ban baiting. The mods ban baited us.
I still don't understand the whole thing about the Foley room, whatever that was. I know it's like a sort of an urban legend.
Well, from what I know about the Foley room, it was just a bunch of mod abused items in a room that a few people had access to, and that was it. I know a few rooms that are underneath spawn that I've been to.
I tried begging Herman to let me into one of them.
I've been in the Skizzly room, and I've been in the Floppa Palace, which is
I
under spawn.
remember the Lava Palace. There was like a bunch of netherite blocks and shit.
Yeah, and somebody stole all the Floppas in there, and I'm so sad about it. All the Floppa map
on the
parts are
Floppa
gone.
Cave.
Yeah.
I was so upset when they removed it.
And there was also Cheese Addict's horse under spawn, which is also gone. And then there's Cheese's like dungeon that's under spawn as well that I've seen. It was pretty cool down there. And yeah, that's about it. That's all the stuff that's under spawn, in case anybody was wondering. If anybody was inclined to, what's underneath spawn? Oh, I wonder. Just free cam and you'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, you hear
Um,
that? Best advice.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't free cam, please.
Or just
what's
don't
stopping
record
me?
it.
Say again.
Don't pull a
Oh,
don't pull a turtle by using X-ray in the lobby and then getting yourself banned.
I always find this fucking hilarious when people like hack and then like blatantly just post it somewhere. Not like with radar when you take a screenshot like that, but when they take a X-ray or shit like that. It's always hilarious.
oh, so
I
fun.
got I got PvP bypassed by Hypesy once, and I recorded it and I sent it to Spirit City, and everyone kept pointing out how I had radar on.
Yeah.
Well,
So my
got
complaints was sort of void.
you got PvP bypass, but also you have radar on. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I no longer have radar on TG. I
When bed bombing was enabled, I PvP bypassed quite a few people.
Oh, me
I
too.
think one
Bed
time,
bombing was
like,
peak TG for me.
yeah, bed bombing. Like I remember, like me and Lousy, in the end, I spent so much time in the end bed bombing. Like that's all I did when that was enabled. That's pretty much all I did. And of course, it had to be removed because fun isn't allowed.
I got so many items back then through bed bombing, dude. It was insane.
I don't know if it's you, Tits, but I once lost like full netherite and an elytra and all my tools because I bed bombed someone after like fighting a bit. So I was like, okay, I gotta go sleep. I just logged out not knowing that I was combat tagged.
That was
I
me.
just lost all my shit.
I did that.
Yeah,
that was
that
me.
was you. That was hilarious.
I kept it all too. But yeah,
I remember looking. Yeah.
I got so much stuff from bed bombing. That was like, there was a solid like 3 weeks where all I would do is just bed bomb people because it was so funny.
I did a lot of bed bombing in Anarchy. That's really the only bed bombing that I did.
It isn't as fun because everyone's expecting to die. So
yeah. But
back then everyone was like, why are you placing a bed? And then it just blows up and they're like, oh.
I remember for a while I was specifically trying to kill the doctor. So I would, after like a few hundred failed attempts, I started camping at the end island, like the entrance, waiting for him to come to the end. So I'd place a bed outside of the regeneration area. And so as soon as he'd come, I'd right click and 2 beds and they are dead. But he said he was on his way, and it said Hypesy came and like full gear and everything. So and he didn't have a totem. So 1 bed dead. 2nd bed I blew up all his shit. So I had to like lose a lot of my stuff to repay him.
I remember.
Nice fake laugh.
Pyrophil. It wasn't a fake laugh. Pyrophil, I remember, was playing one day when bed bombing was enabled in the Nether, and he was fighting a bunch of people, and I came in and I popped his totem so many times with bed bombs, and I remember spamming in the chat. He was talking about like how somebody was bed bombing him, and I was like, Pyrophil is illegal or is allergic to bed bombs. I was like, he got so mad at me. It was so funny. I did have PvP on, yes.
If you don't have PvP on, I have no respect for you.
Yeah,
So
playing
true.
with PvP off is kind of cringe.
I play with PvP on all the time.
So do I. I started doing it many months ago. Because it's fun angering people, especially bedrockies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I remember one time, like I've opposed to other people who like try and kill randos. All the randos I've killed have been surprisingly chill. No one's raged at me or like used slurs.
I don't know.
I've so I usually just give them back their shit.
I've had a few people get pretty mad at me. I also have like almost 400, 500 player kills. So
I got 675. Get on my level.
jeez. I probably have more. I don't remember how much I have. We'll see. But yeah, I have some people have gotten pretty mad at me. Like Hole in My House, he was a tier 3 donator. He got pretty mad
Yeah,
at
I
me.
remember him at the.
He got pretty mad at me. I bed bombed him a lot and got a lot of his stuff. And yeah.
With PvP on, it always adds a bit of excitement because sometimes I'm just flying to get somewhere, and then like undesiring will just come and like nearly pop my totem and just fly away. It's like I don't want to fight all the time, but it just adds a bit of excitement. It's not stale.
Oh yeah. I don't particularly care about losing stuff that much.
Yeah, I stopped giving a shit a long time ago.
I have a question for you.
Mhm.
How much do you know about Canada?
How much do I know about Canada? I know that a lot of
Just out of
rappers.
curiosity.
I know a bunch of rappers have died recently. Or well, I guess not super recently.
What?
Like there's a bunch of places in. I don't remember the exact places, but a bunch of dead rappers. Where is it? I could probably find it if I look it up, but yeah.
The only rapper I know about that's from Canada is Drake. And I despise Drake.
You live in Canada and you don't know about the rappers that. Okay.
I don't listen to rap. I know about a bunch of other like Canadian bands that I enjoy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's understandable.
I actually, it's a law here that radio stations have to play at least 35% of like their airtime dedicated to Canadian music.
Really?
Yeah, it's something about like preserving um the culture, which in a way makes a lot of sense, considering how like influence the US media has up in here. Because like it's almost, yeah, it's a like there's a lot like lots of media and entertainment comes from the US.
Yeah.
So really there's a lot of like competition, whether it's like intentional or not, um, up here. So it's just so like it doesn't get lost and everything becomes so Americanized. Cons
I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah. I mean, America has. I mean, there's just so much. America's pretty much everywhere. Like,
hmm
nobody has not heard.
I'm gonna be honest.
Huh?
I I I like we learn a lot about the US in school. It's like it's compared a lot when we're learning about government and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like just recently in social studies, uh, like we were learning more about like the government and stuff, and like everything was all compared to the US, and I just find that interesting, like how much I know about the US, specific like just like
Yeah,
everything.
we don't learn that much about other countries.
I can tell. I know.
Like, I barely know anything about Canada. I know that their money's different, kind of, and I know
hmm
like a few towns, but I don't know anything else about really many other countries except Mexico.
What towns do you know? Cities.
Uh, Saskatchewan.
That's a province.
Oh, that's not a
I
city.
thought that was a pepper.
What? A
Isn't
pepper?
that a pepper? Szechuan?
Szechuan?
Szechuan.
That's a
Okay.
sauce, I'm pretty sure.
Szechuan
I'm
sauce.
pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the kind of pepper.
Szechuan sauce.
No, but you were trying to say Saskatchewan. Um,
Saskatchewan.
Sat Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
It's the most boring province. It's it's a straight rectangle, and it's it's really got nothing going on. It's got like yeah, it does have the funniest sounding name. It has like two like major cities. There's Saskatoon and then Regina.
Saskatoon sounds like a
Regina.
cartoon.
Yeah,
No way. Someone was like, okay, here's our country. Here's an area we didn't build anything. What's our name? Saskatoon. No way.
Did you not listen to the
Saskatoon or
other name I
Regina?
just said?
Regina.
That's by far the more cartoonish sounding one. Everything
Regina.
else just sounds...
Regina.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's worse. Regina.
Yeah.
Regina.
I've never been to Saskatoon, but I have been to Regina a few times. But
So
the
fun.
one time that I did go, we were staying at a hotel, and we were like at the public pool in there, and there's like a water slide, and some kid just dropped a shit on like the stairs going up. And I think that perfectly encapsulates that whole province.
But someone that
Regina.
speaks English wouldn't have... No way the guy spoke English.
What do you mean?
What do you
I
think
just
Canadians
refuse
have
to
their
believe
own?
that an English-speaking person names a town Regina.
It
Oh
was
wait, actually, never mind. It isn't Regina a name? Like if it's pronounced like that? Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess.
yeah, it
Regina.
is.
Regina.
Okay, so
It's not pronounced Regina though. That's the thing
It's-
about it.
it's pronounced Regina.
Yes.
That's
It's
insane.
also not French. In the prairie states, there is like very little French presence. Like I live in Alberta, and there's like we have French immersion schools, but like I don't know anyone that's like primarily French. Like I have lots of friends that are French speaking, but only as a second language.
Yeah.
It's more common on the East Coast.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But also VTD is French too, so I'm sure he could not relate.
Yeah. French
Prepare to get
boy,
banned.
VTD boy.
VTD French.
VTD French. He also
How long have
said
we been going for?
About an hour.
52
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, so should we wrap it up soon?
Yeah, we can keep going though. I don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I got plenty of time.
Is there any other topics we could
Have
talk
you-
about?
Are there any more questions in
Your
the questions for
name.
Cass?
What's the origin of your name? Why do you choose it?
It's lousy and it's smousy. I don't know. I just came up with it one day. Somebody called me lousy in a game, and I said cool, and then I just said lousy, smousy, and then that was my name. That's it.
Hilarious.
Okay, well, there's
Alright.
exciting.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. It's just real. I mean, it's an interesting name, but it's not got much behind it.
VTD asked for you to name all 7 continents.
All 7 of the continents.
Yeah.
The U.S.
Wait, no, there's not. There's 8, right? Hold on. How many
US
continents are there?
Wait, oh no, continent, right? So Canada.
Wait, no,
and the
it's-
U.S. and the.
TG shares one collective brain cell.
Wait,
It's just not our time to use it.
no, Canada, U.S. and Mexico are all one continent. Or am I dumb?
Okay, so there's 6. Wait,
Because
no, there's 7.
That
There's 7 continents.
I'm not. I don't remember.
Okay, what
this.
the continent of the U.S., Mexico, and Canada? What is it called?
What's the
Eastern
continent?
something. Right?
Sorry?
Eastern something? What is,
No.
What is
Okay, I have a
that?
question.
It has a direction. It has a direction in it. You're almost there.
East
It
continent.
starts with a direction. No. No.
Western continent.
Nope. No,
Oh.
you're not. You're in the same spot. You're not getting any closer.
Outside continent.
Okay, Lousy, I have a little more important question.
You've got to be okay.
Are you
The outside
are you high right now?
He's just trolling. He's trolling.
What?
There's
Wait,
no
what did
way.
you say, Demise?
Yeah, he's trolling.
There's no way you don't know.
What
We
did you
do a
say,
little
Demise?
trolling.
Demise, what did you say?
Are you high right now?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I think he's just trolling. Either he's trolling or he's really that dumb.
Yeah, we do a little trolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the American education system.
Whoa! I love American education.
Yes,
America.
selling
Fuck yeah.
Why did the
barely
Jews
food in the
prosecute
cafeteria
Hitler
from what
again?
I've
I
seen.
can't remember.
Sorry,
Huh?
what did you say?
I said, why did the Jewish people prosecute Hitler again?
Okay, maybe we should kind of avoid this because I don't really know where it's going.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot in this podcast that should just be cut out. We get into some pretty sensitive. Nope,
What is
don't
this?
answer that.
What
I mean,
is
so
this
far,
Don't answer
photo Sigma?
About 20% of our
Lousy,
podcast
please.
have been lost.
Lousy,
there's a
please
1%
give a
chance this
statement about this drawing. Greg Heffley looking through a window while Big Chungus holds Roderick, and Roderick is pregnant.
What emotion do you get from that image?
Pure ecstasy. Happiness.
I feel jealousy.
Oh. Which one of you pausing lower? The left one.
I am jealous. I'm jealous of Roderick. I want baby
Ooh.
Chunguses.
Okay, now we have a very important and a very controversial question asked by BTD. Tits or ass?
Ass. All the way.
Ass?
Ass.
GG.
GG.
Or penis? Which one?
He said it sounds like your podcast is over.
I don't know. You just pick one.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Something kind of went silent.
I heard someone talking in the background. Someone
Yeah,
listening a podcast.
I just had to be a little more quiet, that's all. What are these questions?
Okay, let's skip the, sort of genital questions.
Yeah, let's get some better questions.
I think we've had enough,
Tell us a joke.
genitals in
come
this
on.
podcast.
A microwave. A microwave walked into a bar. And he sat down at the bar. And he looked at the man and said, "I would like one of your best."
Anyways, I googled best I googled best questions to ask on a first date.
Oh, no.
I think legit, like, honestly, I think some of these are good. No, shut up. Shut up. My Google Home activated. Oh my god, shut up. Stop talking.
I can't even hear it.
Podcast.
I can't
It's
even
still
hear
talking. The volume's low, but it's like it's answering like what I just said.
What's the best question to ask on the first date? Are you an angel because you
God,
fell
it's
from
still
heaven?
talking.
Do you like the
Okay.
Belgians? Yes.
Demise, what do you think about the Belgians?
I think they have chocolate, Belgian chocolate. So they're kind of alright. They're alright.
Follow up, why? Because
That is unironically pretty
their
much all I know about
their
Belgium.
name is interesting.
Except
That's
maybe-
why Sigma. That is why I like the Belgians. The Belgians are the best. The Belgians have the best name. We love the Belgians here on the TG podcast.
What's your favorite
Skierot.
kind of chocolate?
My favorite kind of chocolate is That's a good question. Hershey's it's too sweet, you know.
Hershey's is
No,
very
I'm talking like milk, dark, or like what percentage of cacao do you like?
I gotta go with that 35% cocoa.
I gotta go with that 100% cocoa. No milk, nothing. Just pure cocoa bar.
Just straight cocoa beans.
Yeah, injected in me.
Unironically, like
Okay.
70% is the sweet spot. Like it's not too sweet, not too bitter, but just in the middle.
Are you like a chocolate connoisseur?
Yes.
No,
it
but-
it sounds like he is.
You know like a lot about chocolate, a lot more than I.
He knows more than I do too. Can't say I've eaten that much chocolate.
The extent of my chocolate knowledge is what I can find in a store.
Yeah.
Is that a Hershey's bar? That's the best chocolate I've had. Yep. Sure do love chocolate bars.
Have you ever
Hold
tried
on.
camel milk chocolate?
Probably.
what?
I think so, actually.
It's actually pretty good.
I've
I don't think you'll find it anywhere other than the Middle East, though. Or like it'd be difficult. Maybe in
Sounds like
airports.
it. Is it made out of camel?
Camel
Camel's
chocolate.
milk.
Camel
Camel-
chocolate
milk.
sounds like just like another name for camel droppings.
Yeah, it's just camel droppings. It's the camel cigarette brand they made. No.
Okay, I have a question I'd like to ask that I found on this website called One Love.
Okay.
It's like the top 10 questions to ask in on a first date.
Yeah.
What's the most embarrassing thing you can remember that's happened to you if you're comfortable with asking, as long as it doesn't get too personal?
Oh, the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had that's ever happened to me.
The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you.
Oh, the most embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, there's a lot of embarrassing stuff. Especially when I was
What's
a kid.
this podcast? Probably that's in the top 10 for me.
I'd say there was one time I used to get bullied a lot when I was a kid, and then so one day I was doing like a thing at school. We were reading, and then I got pushed onto this girl, and she made a sound somewhere between a dying badger and just pure like grossness. Like she was grossed out by me to the ends of the earth, and I felt so bad, but I didn't mean to do it, right? Like I got pushed onto her. It was a bad
How old
day.
were you?
I was like 8, probably.
Okay, I mean that's not too bad because like then everyone still thinks that there's like
Cooties.
ew, boys gross, girls gross.
Cooties. Yeah. Oh man, I remember that type of stuff. You remember when people would like go around and like boys rule, girls drool. You remember that stuff on the playground?
Yeah, that was so stupid.
I knew a girl who wore one of those shirts up until like 6th grade.
Oh, that's not a good look. You gotta stop doing that by
Yeah,
like
that-
third.
Yeah. That's something like after, like-
It's-
The age of like 7, you gotta stop doing.
Right? Like no, dude. At this point, you guys need to live in coexistence. You know. Oh, I couldn't imagine.
While we were on the topic of like embarrassing things, VTD suggested like this podcast. And it made me think of an embarrassing thing include like involving this podcast. Um, when I when I had to tell when I told my girlfriend that I appeared on a uh podcast about a Minecraft server,
Oh
and
no.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh no, dude. Keep your love
I
life and your
did.
work life separate, man.
Yes, I did. I did say that.
He did say
It
girlfriend.
it's I mean like it is embarrassing. I don't bring it up a lot, but I I felt like I had to, Who are you and what did you I'm me. I'm me,
Fun for the
man.
whole fam doesn't have a girlfriend. What are you talking
I
about?
do.
Tell
Fun fact,
it.
I have been on TG longer than I have been dating her.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Did
That's
she
Yeah.
watch
crazy.
the episode?
She has not.
What the fuck
I
did
think
I
for the
forget?
sake of their relationship, it's best she doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Well, no. Honestly, um, I wouldn't care if I don't think she'd be very interested in it just because like
Yeah, because
um
a lot of things are related to the server.
yeah, like she wouldn't understand a lot of it. But
Yeah.
I did bring it up to her once and I think I played a little bit of it, but I didn't tell her where she could find it or what it was called.
Just making
I don't
sure.
think anyone knows I do this except like my mom and dad.
She doesn't even know I'm doing this right now, and I'm probably never gonna tell her. So good on me.
Good on you.
Good on you.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a girlfriend, so you're doing something, right?
Have
Right?
fun ratting me out. I don't know.
I'll rat you out for sure. I want you all to myself. Whoop-dee.
I think like the only other people that I know personally that know about TG is my friend who I started playing on TG with, who is no longer active.
Oh yeah.
No
Nobody.
one other than my brother in real life knows I play on the server.
Nobody I know in real life knows I play
First
on the
of all,
server.
because no one I know really plays Minecraft.
Yeah, me
so
too.
that's-
It's. I feel like it's the same for a lot of people. It's just one person in the household, you know.
Yeah.
We got the
Also,
whole.
like especially since like it's involved with the teenagers subreddit.
I would be
That's a little bit more
I'd be a lot
embarrassing.
more.
Yeah,
I'd
teenagers
be a lot more
subreddit
comfortable
is.
talking about the server if I didn't say, "Oh, this is the r/teenagers."
Yeah.
You know, the
I don't.
subreddit about teenagers. First of all, Reddit, then specifically teenagers. That just,
Yeah, I don't like Reddit. Reddit is bad. I used to use Reddit a lot,
Yeah.
but I never really used it like a Redditor would. I just used it like a person who would use Instagram.
Yeah.
For just all the interested stuff, you know? Like, cool. Oh, look at that interesting thing. Look at that other somewhat interesting thing.
I haven't been associated with r/teenagers for probably like 2 years at this point.
Oh, yeah,
The
I haven't
only
been on
reason
there in so long.
the only reason why I'm here is because I just wanted a Minecraft server to play on, like similar to TGN, and there so happened to be TG. And it's at this point I've been on it so long that finding a different server would be weird.
Yeah. This server is
like,
kind of the only one I play
I
other
don't
than
even-
Hypixel.
I don't really play on the server anymore, but like I'm still a part of the community because like I have friends here and it's fun. But like if I didn't
Mhm.
have friends in the server, I would have just left everything because
Oh yeah,
just
for sure. The
Yeah.
people
after
here
the
are the
past
ones who are
couple of
keeping me here.
after the first couple of months after reset, it kind of gets stale.
Yeah.
And,
Um, yeah, I think one of the biggest things that kept me on TG was like Ghost Town and Spirit City. Um, I have become way less active on the server itself, but maintaining the Discord server is I enjoy doing that. Is it's a like I've it's every server has its own like little subculture. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the community is fun. I guess
yeah.
for the most part. Um, but there are some things that still sort of escapes through the cracks between here and r/teenagers.
Like I
But
basically just used TG to get somewhat decent at the game. It was the
Mhm.
first time I played Java, so after joining, I just once I became somewhat good, I just left the server because it's kind of it gets boring. The only thing you can really do is build.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've had absolutely no motivation to build anything. That's honestly probably why
Yeah.
Spirit City died. It's just nobody nobody is nobody really cares to do anything anymore.
Like
Oh
before,
yeah.
Soup and Spirit City were the biggest towns, but Spirit City hasn't been as much in the spotlight anymore. Bacon Town has kind of taken over.
Which
Yeah,
is
which I'm okay
weird to
with.
say.
I'm glad that Spirit City sort of died off a little bit. Uh Not because like, oh, I hate it. No, it's I just didn't want it going on forever and trying to maintain uh something that I was no longer interested in.
Yeah.
And I also have no plans to start another server once reset comes if I'm still here. As running a town for what is like I think like 7 months, it's enough for me, at least for a while.
Oh, for sure.
I'd be
Running it.
I'd be perfectly fine like being part of another one, like uh almost like what I've done in the VIP club. I've become sort of uh part of the managers team. Um like I helped build like half of the arena that sort of um didn't get a lot of use out of, sadly, but
Yeah.
It'll be used for more things, though.
yeah.
The map was quite fun. I just felt like it. I don't know. It was rather quick because a lot of people didn't show up.
Yeah. Also,
Soup also kind
I
of
died
already
almost
had their
immediately
arena
to
thing.
X.
Yeah, the Soup had their arena thing, and everybody sort of didn't want to do it again.
Oh, yeah. The soup tournament after the second round, Boma just like forgot about it. Like we didn't never continue.
Did it never get finished? I thought it did.
Like I played my first round against what was it, Leb, and the second round against Pascal. And I was waiting for the third round, but we never did it, so it sort of just died out.
Yeah.
I remember Curiosity did a tournament that I signed up for. Little did I know, like it was still like a long time ago. Obviously
Oh
it
yeah, at
was
the end of
1.15.
1.15.
Yeah, and I still wasn't super familiar with the player base, and I got matched up against Winter.
Oh,
Um,
no.
and I didn't know much about him other than the talking about him that went on at the server at the time, and all I knew was that he was rich or something. But
Yeah.
not like like just alone trying to like beat Winter is hard enough, but some dude got into the arena and like would jump in between us, but like so he would leave the server, and then we'd start fighting, and then as soon as we started fighting, he'd log back in, and then ruin everything. So
That's
that
kind of
was
funny. That's a little funny. I'll
And,
admit.
and the one point,
it was really frustrating. And then
and the one point, yeah.
and then that's add insult to injury. As soon as it finished, I was chased around Curiosity by Squidman and Pyro.
Yeah, that tournament I lost. I went out in the first round.
Yeah, so
But
That's good. Glad to know you guys are good at PvP.
yeah,
I lost.
I got a lot better. Like I say got a lot better, but like I'm still garbage. I got a lot
Yeah.
better in 116 when I started. When I first started taking PvP off, and I'd fight like Hijor Hor, and yeah, like I fought him a few times, and I basically just try and fight whoever, and so I got a little bit better. Like the Astral guys, those ones I'd always run away from. Like I couldn't even last 10 seconds, and I'd already be popping a totem.
Yeah, man, Astrals, they're insane. I love Winter though. He's a great guy. So is X and Dot.
Yeah.
Love those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know really any of them really. I helped with a little bit of Astral. But other than that, I haven't. Like they're kind of the only people on TG that I haven't really done much with. I got a cease and desist order from X because I was placing watermelon all over all over Bruh Isles, and which is encapsulated by the astral wall. And one day I came back on to keep placing them, and only to find the outline of it claimed by X and a message from him saying stop building. So, and sadly they're all gone now.
I
Like
don't
a week's.
think
Does
I've ever.
does Tits still live there?
I have no clue.
He better. That's his base is on Bryles.
I know. It's his base is
He has a base in Smoons. He's part of Smoons, so he does have a base there. He might like live in both.
I have
his Bruh Isles house it gives me sensory overload.
I love his
I don't know
Bruh
how
Isles
that-
house. I
It's
have a
very
room.
like
I have a room.
I have no
in there.
I have no clue how that man lives.
I live in a room in his basement. I have like a pot smelter down there. That's great.
it's very chaotic.
It is very chaotic, but I love
to
it.
take in. Yeah, it's the best thing.
It's so good.
He's I like Tit. He's a good character on here.
Tits is
Yeah.
a lot to take in. Like when you first see them, you're like just you think he's like he's just saying things, and eventually you think, okay, there's some kind of pattern to that things he's saying, and eventually you understand the kind of lore he comes from. Tit lore.
Tit does have a pretty
The
extensive
first-
lore.
The first interaction I had with him was like back during Ghost Town. I logged onto the server once just to find a massive hole just like in the middle of the town. And Tit was responsible for it, and I messaged him. So I'm like, did you like he spawned a wither in the middle of the town.
Oh, no.
And he was just like, what? I'm just trying to make a base. And like acting like everything was like completely normal and that's how it is. And like I had no clue like who Tit was. So I just thought like how stupid is this guy? And he got banned for a few days. But
The first few times that I talked to him, I sort of just, because like I knew he was well known, so I didn't want to like fight with him. But I was just sort of like, I wouldn't say annoyed, but I was so confused by everything he do. So I just kind of like, I didn't talk to him much because I didn't really get what he was saying.
The first time I talked to him, I fell in love. He made me so happy when I first talked to him. I don't think I laughed that hard in a long time.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh, it was so good.
I like recently in SC we've played Jackbox
Oh, dude,
and
that was good. I love that. Was a good day.
Playing with Tit is hilarious.
He doesn't talk, but when his stuff comes up on the screen, it's so great. I love it.
I started like setting my name as Rober, and his reaction to it fills me with glee that I don't think I could get anywhere else.
Robert.
Rober. Oh, he's just such a great character. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
The day I got banned, I guess one last thing to say is the day I got banned, he was like, if you get yourself banned, I'll get myself banned. And I was like, good, we both need to be banned. And he doesn't ever got himself banned. I was like, oh, I didn't really care that much.
I have no clue how he's not perma-banned at this point.
Me neither. I managed to get
perma
perma-banned before him.
Perma-banned if he wasn't so like you gotta admit it. If you're well known in the community, it's a lot more difficult to get like permanent. Banned. Like you'll get perma banned, but your appeal will be like it's hard to get like what do you call it, perma banned without the chance of
being unbanned.
You know, like without appeal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever encountered on TG was at the start of 1.16 when he got banned for changing the daylight cycle.
I remember that.
That was a really good time.
And everyone was sort of just like, everyone was like, Tit got banned because he was a god and the mods can't like, they don't know how to react with someone who's more powerful than them. They suppress him because he's too powerful.
Yeah, it was like /E time set day, or like capital E or something, and it would just change the daytime and the nighttime. It was so good, and he kept spamming it back and forth.
I wasn't on the server for it, but just hearing about it was hilarious.
I wasn't on the server when he got banned, but I was there when he started doing it, and I was really I didn't know yet that he was doing it. So I was like, "Wow, this server is really messed up." And
he's
just
like
finally
fixed the ticks.
Yeah,
he finally fixed the TPS, but it's like all catching up at once.
Oh no! You just get all the items all at once. Server crashes. Oh no, that would suck.
All right, I think we should call it there. For
I'm gonna have to leave soon. It's 3 a.m. So
it's 6 o'clock. I gotta go do some stuff soon. So
go eat dinner, bro.
Thank you everyone for listening, and I can't think of anything else to say.
Yeah,
but thanks for listening.
Whoever said I said the N-word, I did not. Okay, this is false news, fake news, so untrue.
Yeah. Well.
I said Nico's.
That's up to public opinion. Thank you everyone for listening live and watching it on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever else you decide to listen. I'm Fun. Here, my co-host is Demise, and our guest Lousy.
That was me.
Yeah. Thank you, Lousy, for coming on.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Hey,
even with the nightmare of trying to set this up.
Yeah, hey, Fun. Come in close.
We can ignore that.
Come in close real quick, Fun. Come in real close.
Yep.
Come in close.
I'm here. Thank you.
See you. See you guys.